An Inverness doctor who's fundraising to help more than 20 members of his family escape the war in Gaza says there's nowhere for people to go if a ground offensive on the city of Rhafa is launched by Israel. Dr. Salim Ghayyda, who has lived in Inverness for 11 years, says he's desperately trying to help his parents, brothers and sisters flee. Nicola McCally has his story.
So this is Ashraf, his name. Sadly, he's no longer with us. He was killed by an Israeli bomb.
Salim Ghayyda's 14-year-old nephew killed in Gaza. Dr. Ghayyda, who has lived in Inverness for 11 years, has more than 25 family members caught up in the war. His parents, brothers, sisters and their children are living crammed into a flat in Rhafa after being forced to flee their homes. The paediatrician who works at Regmore Hospital has been fundraising to try to help them escape the country. He's raised around £20,000 but says it's an impossible situation.
I've gone to my parents and said, okay, I've got this one, do you want to leave? But imagine I'm choosing them over my brothers, sisters, nephews and nieces, and they are declining to leave because they're saying, how can we leave our daughters and sons and nephews, etc. If they are going to die, we are going to stay and die with them. So I'm in the most difficult situation anyone can find themselves, where I'm having to choose which members of my family I may be able to evacuate if I can.
The bombing of Gaza has continued following the Hamas attack on Israel in October. Talks involving President Biden and other countries are ongoing to try to thrash out a 6-week ceasefire ahead of what's thought to be a planned ground offensive in the city of Rhafa, where more than 1 million civilians have taken shelter. Dr. Ghayyda says his family are surviving in the most basic of conditions.
Sleeping has been taken away, eating has been taken away, and drinking clean water has been taken. Do they shower and have baths? No, they don't. And if they do it, once every 6 weeks or something, if they can collect enough water and boil it in buckets.
He hopes a ceasefire can be achieved as surrounding areas have been flattened by bombing and there's nowhere suitable for the displaced to move to.
Everyone is a tragedy. Every story is a carnage. And I don't think any of us can even begin to imagine the level of suffering they are going through.
Nicola McCally, STV News.